Hello students, in this presentation we will be talking about the structure of WTO and the areas of difference between WTO and GATT. As far as structure of WTO is concerned, it is basically headed by ministerial conference, wherein it is at the top of the entire structure. It is the main supreme body that governs the entire functioning and regulates the entire decision making of the WTO. It is composed of representative of all member countries. These representatives generally include the ministers of trade. Below this ministerial conference, we have a body that is General Council, and General Council is the body that is composed of all the representatives of all the member nations, and it is the main main engine of WTO. And WTO works on the basis of the decision making that is at the end of General Council. It has two functions: one to review the trade policy, and the second one is to settle all the disputes that pertain to any matter and between the member nations. It has three councils, as we can see. First one is the Council for Trade in Goods, the second one is Council for Trade in Services, and the third one is the Council for Trade related aspects of intellectual property rights. So this is the third council, and along with three councils it has got three committees as well: the Committee on Trade and Development, the Committee on Balance of Payment Restrictions, and the Committee on Budget, Finance and Administration. As far as these committees are concerned, the whatever decision making is there, that remains at these different committees. They carry out their own task. However, there is another stream that is also allied, that is the Office of Director General. And what is done in that case, it is headed by it is appointed by ministerial conference for the tenure of 4 years, and it is assisted by 4 deputy directors from various nations. The any budgetary estimate that relates to WTO, in case it is to be done, then DG will be presenting the matter to Budget, Finance and Administration Committee, and the committee would be reviewing it. However, the final approval rests with the General Council only. So this is the structure of WTO. As far as difference between WTO and GATT is concerned, first one is related to legal status. GATT had no legal status, and it was not a legal entity. However, WTO it has a legal entity. As far as membership is concerned, we always say the contracting parties are involved in case of GATT. Those who had signed it, they become contracting parties, but in case of WTO, we always say that the WTO has members. As far as rules and imposition and their administration was concerned, the GATT was not stringent as far as application of rule was concerned. It was not binding on the members. However, as far as WTO was concerned, it is more stringent. It is more strong as far as application of rules and principles is concerned, and it is more binding on the member nations. Managing body in case of GATT is small secretariat, and it is again managed by DG like in case of WTO. However, the small secretariat that used to exist in case of GATT was replaced by large secretariat, and it has a huge organizational setup. As far as application of rules is concerned, GATT only dealt with the trade in goods, and there was no concept of trade in services. However, it was included in 8th round of GATT, that was Uruguay round, that the trade in services was discussed, but no formal agreement was made related to that. However, in WTO, both trade in goods and trade in services was included. As far as dispute settlement mechanism is concerned, it was merely dilatory, as in it was very slow to act, it was very lethargic, it was very slow in working, and was not binding on the parties to dispute. However, WTO dispute settlement mechanism was faster, more strong, and it was binding on all the parties who had signed the who had agreed to become the member of WTO. Thank you so much for patient listening.